What's going on, guys? Back to you again in the video today. And this video I decided to do something different. I decided to do a new video series for you guys. So this is part one. There's going to be like other parts because I don't have everything in this collection, but it's on my Tupac collection. Now, for those who don't know me, and for those who do, I'm a huge Tupac Shakur fan. And rest in peace, Tupac, by the way. He was a good guy. And also, like, I just want to give you guys a quick background. I remember I was in middle school when I first, like, discovered him. I was going through a phase where, like, I was, like, you know, like, more into, like, hip-hop, because I didn't really get into hip-hop until, like, I was, like, I listened to hip-hop, like, some of the stuff I probably shouldn't have listened to, when I was younger, but, you know, it is what it is, but, yeah, so, like, when I was, like, a little bit older, like, I discovered, like, a lot of, like, other guys in the game, like Snoop Dogg and, you know, Tupac and Biggie and stuff like that, but, yeah, so, yeah, Tupac, I really grew up on me. I mean, I wasn't like the biggest fan when I was in middle school, but like when I got into my like, you know, like when I got like you know, like bigger, like into like later on in middle school and high school, he really grew on me, and I'm really glad I got into his music. And sorry if I sound like a little crappy. It's because I'm recovering from this cold, so I sound a little bit better. Better than I did, at least. So, yeah, so sorry if you know, that affects your video watching anyway, but, yeah, so I'm gonna get straight into the point, and, we're starting off with this first record, Tupacalypse Now, and this is the remastered edition. The original version is, very hard to find, and, like, the original, like, disc art is not this, it's, like, not originally that, and then there's the booklet. Yeah, classic album, very good, G-funk sounds, and, yeah, just, like, the album from front to back, it's just a classic, and, a lot of people might not know this one, might not know Tupac because of this one. Most people know Tupac from, you know, Me Against the World and All Eyes on Me, all that stuff, but, this is a very good record that he came out with, for this first one, and, it's definitely one of my favorites. Well, actually, I can't really say I have a favorite Tupac album because, like, they're all pretty good in my opinion. Well, some of them I haven't listened to, like, the whole, like, albums too, so, that is also there. But, yeah, I have some great songs like, Young Black Male, Trapped, Violent, Something Wicked, If My Homie Calls, Brenda's Got a Baby, The Lunatic, Rebel the Underground, Part-Time Mother. You know, it has some other tracks too, but, on it, but, like, I just named off, like, a few of them, but, yeah, like, whole album, like, I can't skip a track off this album, like, honestly, and I still listen to it, to this day. I've had this one for quite a while, and I still listen to it. I also have it downloaded on my iPod, and, you know, I'm always jamming out to this, you know. Just a classic Pac right here. And that one was released in '91, and very, very good. If you want to become like a star like Tupac, then you definitely got to pick up records like this. And then his second one, I know I don't really like saying this word, but the second album is called Strictly for My Niggas. This one is very, very good. The second one came out in '93, and again, this is the remastered one. The original one is very rare. But, yeah, and, the best way to find this, to find these kind of albums is Amazon.com, and, so yeah, if you're, like, a really, like, you know, like, really, like, hardcore collector of hip-hop like I am, then you definitely need to do your research and, pick up, you know, like, OGs in the game. Yeah, so, it's his, second album, and very, very good, and, like, the, disc art was originally not that color, like, it was, like, instead of, like, for, like, the two on the Pac, it was actually red instead of silver. And there was a booklet inside. And yeah, it got some good songs. Well, the whole album actually from beginning to end is very good, but you got the singles, of course, like Holler If You Hear Me, Keep Your Head Up, I Get Around, and yeah, so just classic material. And then a lot of fans of his considered this one as his best one. Me Against the World, very good one. This one was released when he was in prison and being accused of sexual assault, which he didn't do. But yeah, this is again another remastered one. And yeah, from beginning to end, it's a great album. It's got some great songs like "So Many Tears," "Heavy in the Game," featuring Richie Rich, "Lord Knows," "Dear Mama," "It Ain't Easy," "Can You Get Away," "Old School," "Death Around the Corner," "Outlaw." Just from beginning to end, it's a very, very good one. It's definitely different compared to the other ones that he's put out. It's definitely one of the ones that really just like touches you in the heart, like literally. And I love the song "Dear Mama," and it's just great. And here's the disc, and here's the booklet. And this was the first one. He was the first one to actually have an album out while he was in prison. Well, actually, no, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. He was the first artist that ever had an album, released while they were in prison. So that's also very neat. And then when Suge got him out of prison, he went on to Death Row Records and made this one, All Eyes on Me. A lot of people think this one is his favorite album. Well, his best album, excuse me. But yeah, this is definitely how I first heard of him. Like, I first heard of him, through Death Row Records. Like, California Love was the first song, like, I believe I heard of his, featuring Dr. Dre. And yeah, this is a classic double album. It's a double album. This is again remastered, and the inside is like a little bit different because like the discs are different, but like they are like in the same color and everything, but they just like were put in like in a different way. Like in the case. And this is one of these enhanced CDs where you can put it in your DVD player and it shows you the music video California Love. Very good music video, by the way. It's one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite Tupac songs ever. And the remix of California Love is on here. And it's got some great other songs too, like Ambitions as a Writer, All About You, How Do You Want It, Two of America's Most Wanted, Only God Can Judge Me, I Am Mad at You, What's Your Phone Number, Shorty Wanna Be a Thug, All Eyes on Me, Run the Streets, Ain't Hard to Find, and Heaven Ain't Hard to Find. And of course, executive producer Suge Knight. And yeah, it's definitely a great classic LP, and if you want to get into real hip hop, then you definitely need to check this guy out. He is a legend. And the next album that came out after that, this one came out shortly after he passed away, when he went under the name of Machiavelli, the Donk Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory. This is, again, one of those enhanced CDs, and if you can put it in your DVD player, and it shows you the music video of To Live and Die in L.A. Very good song. Haven't seen the music video yet, but it's a very good song. Got some other good songs like Bomb First, My Second Reply, Hail Mary, Toss It Up, Life of an Outlaw, Just Like Daddy, White Man's World, Me and My Girlfriend, Hold Your Head, and Against All Odds. So yeah, classic album. This came up the same year as this one, 96, and I don't think I mentioned it, but this one came out in 95. And yeah, so it's another good one. And the one that came out a year after he passed was another double LP that he did called Are You Still Down, Remember Me? Great record right here. And yeah, it's just amazing. And a lot of people say it's one of the best ones that came out after a lot of people say this is the best one that came out after he died. But I can't really say, which Tupac album is the best one, because there's just so many good ones. But yeah, there's some good songs, like, the whole album from beginning to end is pretty good. Same with this one. It's just a classic. This one's a classic, and this one's a classic as well. And it's got some good tracks like Open Fire, Are You Still Down, Remember Me, Hellraiser, Thug Style, I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto. There's also another version of I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto. It's the hip-hop version. Very good hip-hop version as well. Like I'm Losing It, Life to Kick It, Let Them Things Go. Definition of a Thug Nigga was a good one. Hold On, Be Strong, When I Get Free, Ready for Whatever, When I Get Free Too. So yeah, just a very, very good one. And then another double LP that he did. This is one of the ones that came out after he died. This one came back out. Well, excuse me, came out in 2001. That it's Until the End of Time. And yes, this one is explicit. Just doesn't have like the, like the warning on like all the other ones do. But yeah, this is another double CD. And it's I haven't listened to the album all the way through, but some of the songs on here are actually really good. Like Let 'Em Have It, Good Life, Letter to My Unborn, Happy Home. Niggas Nature, let's see, Words to My Firstborn, you know, let's see, and let's see what else is there. I believe I listened to Thugs Cry, When Thugs Cry. I think I listened to that one. If I did, then it was a long time ago, so I can't remember too much about it. But if I did listen to it, I thought it was pretty good. This one was also produced by Suge Knight and also his mother Afeni. Also, rest in peace. So yeah, classic for what I've heard. And yeah, it's just like amazing that he's still making like a lot of money to this day. Let's see. Trying to see. Trying to do it without breaking it. So yeah, there you go. And yeah, so that's that. And yeah. And I will be doing like reviews. I'll do a review of this when I listen to the rest of the album, and I'll tell you what I thought about it and whatnot. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. And then the next one is Bitter Days, another double album, and yeah, and he was actually the first artist to actually put out like a double album, by the way, for those that didn't know, and try to do it again without breaking it and all that stuff. If I can do it. There's that. Like I try to be careful, like with like the double, like CDs, because like you're just like, because like you think like you're gonna break them and all that stuff, like, so that's why like I tend to be very careful with these CDs, but yeah, can't really say too much about this one. I think I might have listened to like a little bit of it. I'm not really 100% sure, but this was again by Suge Knight and his mother Afeni. So yeah, and this is from I think this one, I think this picture might have been from the Hit 'Em Up video, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. And all these albums don't have the Hit 'Em Up song on it. That one is actually on the Greatest Hits, which I do not have yet, but I will pick it up eventually. But yeah, so yeah, I also like the cover too. It's pretty nice. And then a lot of people hate this one. Tupac, Loyal to the Game. This one was the one that Eminem did all the beats on, and he was one of the executive producers. And again, Afeni Shakur, his mother, was another executive producer on this album. But I have listened to the song Hennessy featuring Obi Trice, and it's really, really good. But I haven't really listened to like the whole album itself, so I really can't really comment about like how like the whole album is. But yeah. But it's good to collect. I recently got this from Amazon, and I'm glad I did. Because if you're a Tupac collection, well, if you're like a Tupac fan, you gotta have everything by him, So there's that. And then the last one that came out of his is called Pac's Life. This one I can't really say too much about because I haven't listened to any of it. But there's also like there was also like oh yeah, I also forgot to mention again, his mother Afeni was executive producer, and it's also executive produced by Tom Whaley, I think that's how you say his name. And the iTunes exclusive bonus track was a Dear Mama remix. I didn't really care for that remix that much, but there's that. And then, well, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's not great either. But Yeah, but like I still like like I still kind of have to show my support. This is not on there. The Dear Mama remix, and I'm actually kind of glad it's not. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention the other CDs that came out. This one came out after Strictly for My Niggas, and that is Thug Life Volume One. This is again remastered. Classic stuff right here, and it's one of the best ever in my opinion. And they were gonna do like Volume Two, but it never ended up happening. Unfortunately, because fortunately a lot of them are already dead. Sad to say. Rest in peace to them, of course. Tupac and all his friends. But yeah, from beginning to end, it's a classic record. Like Bury Me G, Don't Get It Twisted, Pour Out a Little Liquor, How Long Will They Mourn Me, featuring Nate Dogg, Straight Ballin', Cradle to the Grave. Like you just can't go wrong with Thug Life. And I think that Thug Life still goes on to this day. Even though some of them aren't around, it's still going to go on. And then, of course, Tupac and the Outlaws. This one came out in 1999, so after this one came out. And some of these songs were meant to be on for Thug Life Volume 2. You got Letter to the President, Still I Rise, Baby Don't Cry, Keep Your Head Up 2, very good sequel. As the World Turns, Black Jesus, Hell for a Hustler, High Speed, The Good Die Young, Illuminati, Teardrops and Closed Caskets, Y'all Don't Know Us, Tattoo Tears. Just a classic album. And that's one of the best ever. And I remember getting this for a steal out of Best Buy in Portsmouth. And I also got, let's see. Oh yeah, I also got, excuse me, All Eyes on Me at a Best Buy too. And I got this one right here. I got this one at FYE a long time ago before, the one in South Portland before I ran out of business, unfortunately. But yeah, I was lucky to get that. I also got All Eyes on Me on vinyl right here. I haven't listened to it all the way through, but it's pretty good. It sounds a lot. It sounds like a lot better than the CD. It's high quality. You could tell it's high quality if you listen to it, and very good, very good. Gotta have it in my collection, and yeah, it's one of the first couple of records I ever bought. So yeah. Very good. You gotta have it in your collection. And yes, it's digitally remastered. It's very good. And yeah, classic. And of course, there's the movie All Eyes on Me. I know a lot of you hate this movie, but I love it personally. I personally just loved how Demetrius Shipp Jr. played him. Like, he looks just like him, so I thought he was perfect for the role. I know that a lot of people have played him in the past, but I'd say that he is definitely the best one to play him by far. And yeah, it's just a great film. And I remember seeing it in the theater and walking out and loving it. And pre-ordered this through Amazon. It was like a little while before it came out. And yeah, it's just really good. I've seen it. I watched it both on DVD and Blu. The Blu, it looks fantastic. Not really a huge difference, but still looks pretty good. But the Blu-ray also continues. Not continues. Has special features like deleted scenes, the making of Becoming Tupac, All Eyes on Me, Conversations, Demetrius Jr. audition. So it has very interesting stuff on this. So definitely want to pick this stuff up. And yeah, it's a really good movie. And then the first one that actually, it's not like the first movie he started, because he started the film before this one, but this was technically a movie that he was one of the main characters in, that is Juice. This is a very good one. One that's come out in 92, and this one was directed by Ernest R. Dickerson, excuse me. And yeah, really great soundtrack. Also with Queen Latifah, Omar Epps, Samuel Jackson's even in this, Khalil Kain, Jermaine Hopkins, just a great movie. The original score is by Hank Shockley and the Bomb Squad, who was, I believe they're a rap group, I think. Also like Naughty by Nature, Big Daddy Kane, Salt-N-Pepa, Cypress Hill are also on the soundtrack. That soundtrack I don't have, but if I find it for cheap, I'll definitely pick it up and show it in a future video. And then, yeah, so it's a very good hood movie, and it's one of the top 10 best ones in my opinion. And you got Poetic Justice, another good one with him and Janet Jackson and Regina King, and just great by John Singleton, who before this did Boys in the Hood, and he also did Higher Learning, Baby Boy, all kinds of good stuff. And yeah, so very good one. Then Above the Rim, another great one. This one is about basketball. He's a gangster and everything. This was a good one with Leon, Dwayne Martin, Marlon Wayans, and Bernie Mac. And yeah, Death Row Records did the soundtrack to this. He wasn't on Death Row at this point, but they did the soundtrack to this movie. But yeah, it's very, very good. I definitely recommend that. And then, of course, like this is a new one. This is the TV miniseries Who Killed Tupac. Very, very good. I saw on A&E back when it like first came out, and it's just great. And it's also on like 2 separate discs. I ordered it off of Walmart.com because I went into Walmart one day and I saw it a couple times at Walmart, and then I went back one other day and they didn't have it, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna order it off of Walmart.com, and yeah, I got it, and it's very good. I haven't seen it I haven't experienced it on DVD, but it should be a good one to watch on DVD, and plus it's about Tupac, so it's already gonna be good for what it is. And then I got a book called Inside a Thug's Heart. And this is by Angela Ardes, I think that's how you say her last name. This is pretty much like, with like original poems and letters that he wrote to her and everything. And she was also like a pen pal of his when he was in prison. And yeah, it's a very, very good book. I read it twice, and it's very good. And it's one of those ones where like it was hard to put away. So yeah, very, very good book. Definitely recommend it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it's been a long video. I know I really don't do videos this long, but I appreciate everyone, being patient and sticking with me to the end. Also appreciate all the new subs coming, and, spread the word and keep it going. I'm almost to 100 subs, and I want to reach to, like, at least 1,000, so definitely, tell your friends, family, do what you gotta do, and support me, and I support all of you guys for supporting me. And yeah, so thank you for coming to my channel, helping my channel grow. It's been growing a lot throughout the last couple of years. I've been on here for quite a while now, and I just appreciate everyone just being with me to the end. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.